Okay, so we're out here Sunday, Mother's Day actually. I spent a good portion of the day today installing all these blinds around the house here. We got two up here, and I got three in these windows, and one in this window over here. And then of course along the back side here, and as you can see I got Big Blue out here with me again today, but it might be difficult to see from the outside, but we got a 2-inch blind in there. Actually I was pretty impressed with the quality of them. They're made by Better Homes and Garden, and they're a 2-inch vinyl blind with a wooden, simulated wooden finish. We didn't want to go with the real wood here. With the heat in Texas, we were concerned that they were going to warp, and they're very costly. These are relatively inexpensive. They're not as cheap as your Walmart 1-inch mini blind for $4. These are probably in the $15 a piece range, depending on the window size. That's something you'd have to look at yourself for your own application. Now we still have not got anything for the patio door. I might have a few surprises coming up on that for you guys to take a look at. We might be doing something a little special with the inside of that barn door. Or I mean, excuse me, I just blew the secret. We're thinking about putting some interior barn doors in. That'll be another project we'll look at down the road. And those will be sliding on a rail, bypass rail. Now the house did come with some prefixed shutter type blinds that are in the bathrooms. But it did not come with any of the other window treatments or blinds. Now some of these units actually do come with a full set of blinds and a full set of drapes. Usually those are color coordinated to the unit, and I'm going to get back out here in the wind again. But this particular model that we're looking at here does not come with them, so we had to make a little bit of investment into getting these blinds, and then of course I installed them myself, so there was no installation fee. Now I'm pretty handy with the tools, and I would say to install all these based on the time I arrived and the time I'm finished here, it all said and done was probably about a total of 4 hours to put all these in. Nice metal hardware brackets up top, pretty good quality. I'm pretty happy with them. They have a really nice look on the inside. We're not going to get into any inside filming at this point, but I wanted to at least keep you guys up to date, up to speed with what's been going on out here. As I mentioned, this is going to be a long-term project. We're going to be continuing to work on this thing well through the summer. We're actually starting to get into our summer now, and we're hitting pretty close to 90, and I'm guessing it's pretty close to that today. So we're going to try to get some of these inside projects done, and of course by that time it'll be pushing near 100, so I'll probably be out here doing some of this outside work in the dead of summer, which you got to get accustomed to if you're going to run a small ranchette or a small farm or whatever you want to consider it, here in Central Texas, it gets mighty hot. And when that sun gets blaring down, it could easily be 100 to 125 in that sun. So you kind of learn your limitations out here, and you learn how to deal with the heat. Now we've lived down in this area for quite a while, and I've gotten very accustomed to it, coming off of a full ranch that we owned prior to this house. So I was out in the heat all the time, and in the line of work that I'm in, I spent a lot of time outdoors in summer also. So one thing to keep in mind if you're planning to relocate yourself, your family, to South Central Texas, it does get mighty warm here. People in Florida complain about the heat, but this is a different kind of heat here. It's a very hot heat, if there is such a thing. But anyway, Big Blue here is holding the remnants of the blind installation. As you can see, quite a number of boxes here. Let's see if I can get my hand in here, and then we'll take a look at what we're dealing with. This is the product. Now, I actually found these online. I was able to order every single one of them to almost an exact fit. Now, some of them I'm going to have to trim down a little bit on the bottom edge. I've done that before with previous blind installations, so that's not that big of a deal. These are, as you can see here, they're a little bit higher up on the chart as far as how much light they filter, and that's what we wanted. We wanted a good light blocking blind. Again, out in this Central Texas heat and this Central Texas sun, you definitely need to have some kind of good covering on your windows. Now, the house is thermal pane. Here's a little bit more information for you that are interested. You can read that. Take a look at the little diagram there. Give you an idea what kind of blinds you may want to install. So anyway, that's a wrap for today. It's Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. And if you're like us and you just have animals, well, happy Animal Mother Day. In fact, we got our two dogs, and we got a couple texts today from various friends, family, wishing my wife a happy Doggy Mother's Day. So keep that in mind for a lot of people that live out in these rural settings like this. Their animals, their dogs, their domesticated animals become just like family. You rely on them for protection, companionship, warning. They're one of the best assets you can have out in these rural settings. Now, you do have a lot of dangers out here that you don't have in the city, and you need to guard your animals against them. Primarily other animals, snakes, bugs. So there are some extra precautions you need to take out in these rural settings. But I'm trying to get back to these blinds here, and I'm getting a little bit off the subject. Could just be fatigue. So I'm going to wrap her up here and get back home to the rental. We only got a couple more weeks in there, so we're already starting to consolidate and repack. We've been living out of boxes now for about 2 months while this project has been going on. So we're in the process of working on this house and trying to get our rental home packed up again, with the intention of getting back out here and getting moved in here full time. So that's where things are at. We're gonna call it a wrap for today, and we'll catch you the next time around.